Blue Life, Chapter 8, Confidences. Cherry Blossom woke the next day in her new room with the sound of a rooster crowing. Are we sure we can't get a better sound effect than that? We are trying to actually save up for some new material here. Oh yeah. Despite the party last night having tired her so much, she sat up in bed stretched. She never felt so good in days. Sleeping in that bed after a night of animation was the best thing that could happen. She got up and went to the dresser where there was a mirror. She picked up an extra brush that Applejack had and started brushing her mane, using her magic to make it levitate. After that, she went to a window to admire the wonderful view and take in some of the morning air. Then she saw something she didn't expect. Big Mac was out there pushing haystacks with his head towards the barn. She was confused. He should be resting the leg. Why was he working over lowering his hurt leg? Then she left the room and went downstairs to the kitchen. There, Granny Smith, Apple Bloom, and Applejack were already taking to breakfast. "Good morning," she greeted. "Morning, Jerry," Apple Bloom greeted, so excited. "Well, Sugar Cube, staying today?" Granny Smith asked. "I see you forgot to rinse the field, eh?" Place, Granny Blossom's glasses replied. "You can say that, Granny Smith." "Sit there, Cherry, and look something," Applejack confided. "We'll save a lot later if you like." Cherry sat down, asking, "Should not Big Mac be resting? I just saw him pushing haystacks into the barn." "Oh, typical Big Mac," Applejack said. "I hate staying still. Even Bird with fever, he doesn't want to be in the bed." "But he should do it," Cherry Blossom said. "I don't know my magic's limits. He cannot do up to this because he is making so much effort." "Don't worry about this third party Sugar Cube," Granny Smith raised her. "He's tough and can stand up to the greatest physical pain." "My brother's a very hard-working German," Applebloom said. "Doesn't think they're good qualities?" She hoped that would raise something in Cherry Blossom, but she only said, "Yes, dear, they are. But we must also have common sense, and that's what your brother is not having. Maybe he must not have a good night's sleep. Looks like he woke up before the rooster crows." "Now, Grace says, how's that think, my dear?" Grace just said. "Since he was a cool, he wakes up the dawn and sets down before it." "Well, I have to go," Applejack said, standing up. "There's a lot of work to do." Maybe I'll give you a hoof," Cherry Blossom said. "It's the least I can do after you're sleeping." Applejack smiled and nodded. "Thanks, but I think I can handle it." "But I have to do something to compensate you for what you did for me," Cherry Blossom said. "You'll have to rest before the start of next week," Applejack said. "You have a lot of work to do when you work in the hospital." "But—" Applejack left before Cherry Blossom could say anything more. "After you Applejack's right," Grace just said. "You're a guest. You deserve to rest before you leave town." "Yes, but I don't feel good being here doing nothing," Cherry Blossom confessed. "You can always keep me company," Grace just replied, leaving the table going to rock a chair. "I also had some putting tattoo with my green children, right?" "Well, Grace Swift, part of my job is taking care of old people like that. If you can fill out a form, this is no time to be hunting for new clients." "Yes, ma'am." Cherry Blossom smiled that way, saying, "I think I could do that." "Then you can play with me at school, like school," Applewood said. "Of course, he doesn't need to ask." "Right," Applewood said silently. Outside, Applejack was heading to the barn. She entered there and found his brother laying in the mounds of straw with his hose behind his head, a sprig of wheat hanging outside his mouth. She also saw he was snoring lightly. Applejack frowned. It was strange his brother was already asleep at that time of morning. He looked around and saw the amount of haystacks he had brought. They were immense. Something like that should have taken a long time to do. She noted her presence with a hack that made her brother's snoring awaken. "What? Who? Where?" "But what is this, Big Mac Joss Apple?" Applejack scolded. "But what the hell have they doing?" Big Mac asked, rubbing his eyes with his hoof. "Cannot I sleep in straw?" "Oh, you can sleep, but not after you've been working the whole night. You've still been resting," Applejack said. "How'd you know I worked all night?" Big Mac asked, standing up. Applejack pointed to the haystacks. "Oh, yeah. Red Sally said. What's been all that working? Applejack asked to his brother while he was heading to the exit. None of your business, he answered, walking faster. Look! She asked, following him rise. Is it not my business that my older brother works for a whole night without sleep after a day of work, topping off with a half-curled leg? Nope, he said. Don't tell me about, Applejack replied. You're gonna tell me the street chance for you yours has nothing to do with our guests, won't you? That made Big Mac stop and block. How did Applejack knew about his fall by Cherry Blossom? The fall he'd been trying to hide with great difficulty since the moment he had laid eyes on her. I don't know what you're talking about, he replied, trying to keep the secret of his own feelings. Oh, Big Mac, can't fool me, Applejack said, advancing and placing herself ahead of her brother, who had a serious air. Took me a bit to realize that, but when I saw how you looked at Cherry Blossom, it's enough for me to connect the dots. But Big Mac was not too sure about that. He knew when her sister was lying or hiding things, as she was hiding some detail. Not very good at it. By chance, there were 3 little fellas to help you with that, no? He asked. Maybe, replied Applejack. Are they right? But then Big Mac turned his red pie. Nope. Can you repeat that, muzzle to muzzle? Applejack asked. But he didn't. When Applejack had said it was a confirmation he was in love. Oh, Big Mac, you don't have to feel ashamed for being in love, Applejack said, putting a hellfire by his shoulder. Actually, I'm very happy you found something you like. Are you happy, Big Mac? Yup. He nodded, fancying the pile of straw where he was lying and sitting on it. You can all imagine how happy as I feel when I see her. So that my heart goes out from my mouth. So, Big Bro, Applejack said, going to sit next to Big Mac. Well, this. It's. Big Macintosh began. I know he could fence what was pierced in his throat. You know, she doesn't feel the same thing for me I feel for her. I mean, look at her. She's elegant, polite, and I'm just a big, clunky farm boy. What's he talking about, Big Mac? Applejack exclaimed. Don't say such things. Would not any guys were like you. You have all the best of hearts. Big Mac took care of us all since my pa. Well, you know. You're king on everything you do, very hard working. And Cherry Blossom don't see that in you, it's because he's very blind. That made a Big Mac drop a laugh. Her older sister could always drop him from his sadness in those words. You know, this morning she was worried about you because you were working after what happened yesterday. Applejack said. This made Big Mac look for her. Really? He asked. Applejack waved. The stallion not fit was glad to hear such a thing. You know, I thought you would go to sleep last night, knowing that she was sleeping a few feet away from me, he confessed. So I'll spend the night to lay off the best way I know how. Working. Oh! So that's what you're calling it! Winks. Well, if that's what happens when Cherry's around, so it's good I have to accept the Twilight's request to let her live here with us, Applejack said, watching him out haystacks that her brother brought to the barn. You've seen the apples I picked, Big Mac said with a proud smile. Applejack hissed, impressed. Then, adopting a more serious expression, she said, Big Mac, look, I understand you want to do things in your own way, and I accept it. It'd be fair for her now to hide what you feel for her. I accept your desire. But see, if you don't be stupid and don't tell her what you feel, you'll regret it if you don't do it. Thank you, Applejack, he thanked her. It's what siblings do for each other, she said, putting a huff on Big Mac's shoulder. Then she got up, heading to the barn. Before the exit, she turned to Big Mac. Hello, thing. You know that our little sister and friends are trying to make you an arrangement with Cherry Blossom, don't you? Yep, said Big Mac. Do you think I don't know the sister we have? You have more for knowing that she knows how I feel about Cherry? I made a promise not to interfere. I know they won't fulfill their promise, Applejack said. I didn't make them to a paying promise. Actually, I hope they don't comply. Hey, forgot what happened last time those 3 fellas put the muzzle in my love life? Big Mac asked. I don't want to ruin things with Cherry Blossom. I'm sure not, Applejack said. Well, now, you better go rest. No seriousness. Get up. You sleeping real bad. Big Mac didn't dare protest. In the living room, Grace Smith was telling Cherry Blossom and Apple Bloom a story about a former love of hers who broke her heart. Grandpa! That story reminded Cherry Blossom of her own love, Sky. She wanted to imagine how he must be feeling at that moment, knowing what she had done. When Grace finished to tell her story, she looked at Cherry Blossom and noticed her meditation there. You look sad, my dear, Cherry Swift noted. What's up, Cherry? Apple Bloom asked. It's just, she began. Doesn't matter. I just think it was a shame you missed that pony, Granny Smith. Your story was so beautiful. Yes, it was. Unfortunately, all good things must end, Granny Smith answered. I think you know what I mean, don't you? What do you mean? I see you suffering heartbreak, Sugar Cube, Granny Smith said. Yes, you're still feeling you, Perry. Granny Smith had hit on. Of course, Cherry Blossom didn't expect less from a mare with so much experience as hers. Must have suffered lots of heartbreaks. She must have known to recognize a similar, especially one whose love for her beloved was immeasurable. Why, you have a girlfriend, Cherry Blossom? Apple Bloom asked. I guess I did. I have one. And I have an Apple Bloom, Cherry Blossom said. Not now. So you broke up? Not really, Cherry Bloom said, trying to find the right words to say. We, found ourselves compelled to distance ourselves. I fear we may never see ourselves again. So, do you still like him? Apple Bloom asked, somewhat afraid. The love I feel for him is something I'll never forget. Cherry Blossom replied. Apple Bloom didn't want to believe it. After all, Cherry Blossom was still in love with another pony. She's in love. She could not see how wonderful Big Mac was and didn't start dating him. Then she caught her mind. But Cherry said she had moved away for a cold friend. So there was hope. Well, you know, maybe you might find some root love here in Belleville, she said. I don't think so, my dear, Cherry Blossom replied. A love like this will be very difficult to replace. You think that, Slave, Razor said. Love something that arises spontaneously. You know, Slave's not small coming. Maybe, Granny Smith, maybe, Cherry Blossom replied, sighing after. I think I'll take a walk. Take some fresh air. Yeah, I go with you? Apple Bloom asked. Don't you have to go to school? Cherry Blossom asked. Yes, but you pass by there, won't you? We can talk all the way. Please, Cherry, please. Although she wanted to use that walk to clear the ideas, she couldn't say no to Apple Bloom when she asked in that way. Who could resist something like that? Besides, she began to think that maybe her company ended up to be good after all. Well, okay, but only until the school, Cherry Blossom said. Perfect, Apple Bloom said, going to hug Cherry Blossom. Thank you, Cherry. You're welcome, she said, hugging her back. Well, come on. Apple Bloom was in a place to get her shell bag and returned home to her a few seconds apart. I'm ready. The two headed to the exit with Cherry Blossom in front. Hey, my darling. Be careful with the zebra rules, Granny Smith warned. With what? Cherry Blossom asked. Don't worry, Apple Bloom said to her ear. I used to fall asleep so last night. The fast zebra rules don't lead to your free forest. You mean that frightening forest, don't you? Cherry Blossom said. Apple Bloom nodded. That doesn't matter now. Let's get going. Cherry Blossom nodded. But when she opened the door, she came across Big Mac, almost bumping into him. Oh, go ahead, Big Mac, she greeted in a fast way. Howdy, he greeted, in a way even more fast than her, and blushing. I see you're working when you should be resting, Cherry Blossom nodded. Yep, he replied, trying not to look as pleasant as he could. It's hereditary. I guess old habits are hard to let go. My appetite convinced me to get some sleep. Well, that was already something, Cherry said. There was some awkward silence between the two. Cherry didn't know why, but she felt her legs trembling when she saw Big Mac smile warmly to her. It was strange to have that kind of feeling, but she walked on two legs. It was even stranger with four. She used to have that kind of feeling when Sky was present. A sense of who was in love. The issue was that she didn't know if this was related to the sense of longing she had Sky for, or was because of Big Mac. Essentially, she had to eventually leave this idea aside. Well, so I and Apple Bloom will do our walking, she said finally. Come on, Apple Bloom. Okay, sure, she said all chipper. The man began to move away. Big Mac followed his eyes for a moment. However, he wasn't very focused on his little sister, but on the mare who went with her. Each time he met Cherry Blossom, more his feelings grew up. Still slowly addressing her, confessing everything he felt about her. but his sadness and fear were always stronger, preventing him from even trying. Alex, he is a beautiful man. Yeah. The voice behind him said. Yup, he said dreamily. She didn't realize who asked the question. It was Granny Smith had turned to her, was looking at her with a mischievous smile. Plus, he tried to add, "I mind, I totally is what, of course." Yes, see that big color in your face, my grandson? Granny Smith commented with a smile. But he began, but let's.
He gave up, realizing that the more he spoke, the more he buried himself. It was during that reason he was altered silent. He answered yes or no to questions with yup or nope of his. I'll go to my room, he said, trying to get out of there before his stifle grandmother knew more about his feelings. Having said that, he went away and began up their stairs. Soon he left, Grace just sat in a rocking chair. Yes, you doesn't know how to give it love. He met climbing the stairs and went to his room, closing the door tightly and letting himself be leaning against it. Sitting on the floor, gasping, he knew it was impossible to hide his feelings for Cherry Blossom from his grip. If Apple Bloom and Applejack had noticed, so Granny Smith was already known from the moment she saw him with the beautiful unicorn. Or was Apple Bloom who told her? Who knows? Taking a deep breath, he walked over his bed and jumped on top of her, lying on his back and putting his hose behind his head, fixing his ceiling, smiling. That deficient, he had finally lost himself in the sunset at the moment, having only one face in his mind, Cherry Blossoms. She's so beautiful, he said to the void, not only for outside, but for inside. The way she is with Apple Bloom, truly amazing. However, she's also so mysterious. Barry talks about her life. Also, I don't care nothing about her past. I just want to know where she is now. That made her my dreams. I wish I had the courage to confess to her what I feel. Applejack's right. I cannot keep this to myself. I cannot say her, just cannot. I want to say I love to dare, to marry her, to share with her the good and bad times, have fun with her. I just can't do it. He stumbled her mane fat, frustratingly with his hooves, and covered his eyes with them. But I'll be able to do so, he said suddenly, drawing his hooves from the eyes and rising. I won't lie to her and swing till she falls in love with me. I'll give my best to win her heart. But the frustration again seized him. He began to pace back and forth his room. Well, how the hell will I do that? I don't know nothing about mayors. I'll never need to know anything about that. Sam remembered his little sister and friends, but quickly began to repudiate the idea. No, but not. You can't. You'll not ask for help. Remember, in these things, those feelings just raise problems. Remember the love poison? On the other hand, I'm also desperate. No, you aren't desperate. That wasn't true. His heart was pounding so much nervous that he was not sure what to do. Oh, I am desperate. Having said that, he turned to lie on his bed again. Placing his hands behind his head and closed his eyes. Maybe a good sleep would give him ideas. Cherry Blossom and Apple Bloom walked, chatting happily until they arrived near the school. Well, Apple Bloom, it's time for you to go to school. I'm going to the library. I wanted to add some books to Twilight. Since I'll be doing nothing in the next few days, I must entertain myself with something. See you soon, Cherry, Apple Bloom said, going to school, while Cherry Blossom headed to the village. She arrived at the library and knocked at the door, opening and calling it, Twilight, hello, are you home? Yes, I am, replied her voice. Twilight downstairs agreed. Hello, Cherry Blossom. How was your first night in Ponyville and its Lee Apple Acres? It was very good, actually, she said. That party got me so exhausted I confessed since I'd never rested before. Yeah, Pinky's parties have that effect, said Twilight. Never see any pony but Pinky's get to bring joy wherever she goes. So, what brings you here? It was only curiosity or something else? Well, the truth is, I need something to entertain myself, so I started working at the hospital. So I was wondering if you could lend me some books. Well, of course! What kind of books do you want? Do you have some books about the history and culture of Equestria? Cherry Blossom asked. Yes, I have, but I never thought you'd come to ask these books. Twilight replied, using his magic to take some books from their shelves. Well, I am curious about history, Cherry Blossom said. I always like to see how things evolved over time. I'm very glad there's another pony with a taste for academic books as I am. Twilight said, adding stack into some books for Cherry Blossom. Here you go. Hope you enjoy your reading. I'm sure I will, she replied, using the magic to put the books in a saddle bag, as he had brought it away, Thank you, Twilight. I'll bring them home soon. Don't be rushed, Twilight said. Take all the time you need. Goodbye, Cherry Blossom said, heading to the exit. Goodbye, Cherry Blossom, Twilight said. Cherry Blossom then left. I don't know why, but Cherry seems to emanate a strange energy, Twilight said, thinking aloud. Oh well, must be my imagination. At school, Apple and her friends informed about what had just learned about Cherry Blossom. What you mean Cherry Blossom has a cult friend? Schooler said. She told us he hadn't. She said he aren't together because they were forced to separate themselves, Evelyn said. She says he still loves her very much. That means you no longer try to join her with Big Mac? Sweetbelle asked. Like Penny, he's so in love. Yes, Lee, we're still going forward with playing, Evelyn said. But it does sense she still loves her co-friend, Schooler said. She does, but she can stop her and fall in love with Big Mac, Evelyn replied. I have told you, but you should see how it was when she crossed paths with Williams. She was all shaking and embarrassed. That could mean something. Or maybe not, Schooler said. Cherry Blossom may be embarrassed of almost having to bump into Big Mac. Schooler, what's the argue? Come on, don't argue, girls, Sweetbelle said. I think Apple Bloom has a point. You still help. This is only over when the Fat Mayor sing. What Fat Mayor? Doesn't express it on guard for marrying. He's only honestly considered marrying in. And no, Cherry Blossom still has no boyfriend. This Sweetbelle will not give up. I'll never give up. And since you have so certainty, me too. Let's do it! The three shouted, raising their hose in the air. The school bell rang. Yes, but it's only after school. Come on, girls! Where Miss Shirley gives us a siren before we get late. And so, the three went into the classroom.